Welcome once again to Grow with Mehz. Today we're gonna talk about Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. So let's get started. Napoleon Hill explains that desire is the starting point of all achievement. Simply wishing for money will not make you rich. True riches come when desire becomes an obsession, backed by a clear plan and persistent action. He outlines 6 practical steps to turn desire into financial success. Fix in your mind the exact amount of money you desire. It is not sufficient merely to say, "I want plenty of money." Be definite as to the amount. Determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the money you desire. There is no such reality as something for nothing. Establish a definite date when you intend to possess the money you desire. Create a definite plan for carrying out your desire and begin at once whether you are ready or not to put this plan into action. Write out a clear, concise statement of the amount of money you intend to acquire, name the time limit for its acquisition, state what you intend to give in return for the money, and describe clearly the plan through which you intend to accumulate it. Read your written statement aloud twice daily, once just before retiring at night and once after arising in the morning. As you read, see, feel, and believe yourself already in possession of the money. It is vital to follow all 6 actions, especially the 6th, seeing and believing yourself already in possession of money. While it may feel impossible at first, a burning desire will help you convince yourself that riches are achievable. This is called money consciousness, when the mind is so saturated with the desire for wealth that you see yourself already owning it. Great fortunes are never built on luck or chance alone. They begin with dreaming, wishing, desiring, and planning. To accumulate riches in large amounts, you must build an intense desire for money and truly believe you will possess it. If you cannot see wealth in your imagination, you will never see it in reality. In today's changing world, success requires new ideas, new leadership, and innovation. To win in the race for riches, one must have a definiteness of purpose, knowing exactly what is wanted, and a burning desire to achieve it. History's great leaders and pioneers turned unseen opportunities into tangible realities that shaped civilization. Dreamers with open minds and tolerance drive progress, while those who fear new ideas are left behind. Every great achievement, from Columbus discovering new lands to Copernicus revealing new worlds, began as a dream others doubted. Success needs no apology, and failure offers no excuse. If your dream is right and you believe in it, pursue it relentlessly, knowing that every failure carries the seed of future success. Dreams are the foundation of reality. The world today is full of opportunities greater than any past generation has known. True dreamers rise with burning desire, ambition, and determination, not with laziness or indifference. History proves that dreamers once mocked as impractical have transformed nations, such as the creation of the Tennessee Valley Authority. Struggles, setbacks, and crises are not obstacles but stepping stones that strengthen character and lead to success. The key difference between failure and success lies in belief, not mere wishing. You are only ready to receive what you truly believe you can achieve. Keep an open mind, for only then can faith, courage, and abundance flow. Remember, it takes no more effort to aim high and seek prosperity than it does to settle for poverty. Desire backed by faith knows no such word as impossible. Faith is the second step to riches, the ability to visualize and believe in the attainment of your desire. It is a state of mind created through autosuggestion, repeated affirmations and instructions to the subconscious mind. Just as repeated exposure to crime can turn a person into a criminal, repeated thoughts, whether positive or negative, are eventually accepted by the subconscious and acted upon. When thoughts are charged with emotion and faith, they are quickly transformed into their physical equivalent. To develop faith, act and think as though you already possess what you desire. The subconscious mind responds to belief and will translate your commands into reality by the most practical means. Therefore, you must feed your mind with positive emotions and eliminate negative ones. A mind dominated by positivity becomes the perfect ground for faith, allowing the subconscious to work effectively towards success. Faith is a state of mind that can be developed through autosuggestion, repeatedly telling your subconscious what you want to believe until it accepts it as reality. Religion has long told us to have faith, but rarely explained how. Napoleon Hill shows that faith can be created by self-suggestion, by feeding the mind with positive thoughts and emotions until they become dominant. Faith is the starting point of all riches, the basis of miracles and mysteries beyond science, the only known antidote for failure, the force that connects us with infinite intelligence. Thoughts charged with faith and emotion act like seeds planted in fertile soil. They grow, multiply, and eventually manifest in reality. By using repetition and focus, any idea or plan can be planted in the subconscious mind. This leads to Napoleon Hill's self-confidence formula. First, I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose in life. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, continuous action toward its attainment, and I here and now promise to render such action. Second, I realize that the dominating thoughts of my mind will eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, I will concentrate my thoughts for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person I intend to become, thereby creating in my mind a clear mental picture of that person. Third, I know that, through the principle of autosuggestion, any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek expression through some practical means of attaining the object back of it. Therefore, I will devote 10 minutes daily to demanding of myself the development of self-confidence. Fourth, I have clearly written down a description of my definite chief aim in life, and I will never stop trying until I shall have developed sufficient self-confidence for its attainment. Fifth, I fully realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. Therefore, I will engage in no transaction that does not benefit all whom it affects. I will succeed by attracting to myself the forces I wish to use and the cooperation of other people. I will induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve others. I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness and cynicism by developing love for all humanity, because I know that a negative attitude toward others can never bring me success. I will cause others to believe in me because I will believe in them and in myself. Sixth, I will sign my name to this formula, commit to it memory and repeat it aloud once a day with full faith that it will gradually influence my thoughts and actions so that I will become a self-reliant and successful person. Autosuggestion is a natural law that shapes our lives, whether we are aware of it or not. When applied constructively, it leads to success and achievement, but when applied destructively, it results in failure, poverty, and misery. People who struggle often do so because they feed negative thoughts into their subconscious. The subconscious mind does not distinguish between positive and negative thoughts. It translates any dominant thought into reality, whether driven by fear, courage, or faith. Ultimately, the thoughts we consistently nurture determine the reality we experience. History shows that negative autosuggestion can be as deadly as physical means, as in the case of Joseph Grant, who succumbed to despair after a financial failure. The subconscious mind acts on dominant thoughts, whether constructive or destructive, turning fear, doubt, and unbelief into reality. Like a force that can either energize or destroy, the law of autosuggestion can lead one to success or misery depending on how it is applied. Mastery of this principle allows individuals to harness it for prosperity, just as industrialists accumulate wealth by giving before expecting returns. The story of U.S. Steel Corporation, illustrating this principle in action, will be explained in another video. Autosuggestion, the third step to riches, is the process of influencing the subconscious mind through self-suggestion or stimuli received via the five senses. The conscious mind acts as a gatekeeper, deciding which thoughts are allowed to pass to the subconscious. Most people fail to exercise this control, which explains why many go through life in poverty. For autosuggestion to work effectively, thoughts must be emotionalized with belief. Mere words or unemotional ideas have little impact. Persistence is essential. One must repeatedly feed the subconscious with clear, focused thoughts until the desire becomes a burning obsession. There are no shortcuts. The reward of influencing the subconscious comes only through continuous effort and unwavering faith. By concentrating daily on a clear goal, such as a specific amount of money, and visualizing it in detail, the subconscious begins to generate practical plans to achieve that goal. The law of autosuggestion works impartially for everyone, producing results when properly applied. Cleverness alone is insufficient. Only consistent application, belief, and concentration can turn desire into reality. Do not wait for a definite plan before visualizing money. Begin immediately to see yourself in possession of it, demanding and expecting that your subconscious mind will provide the plan. Be alert for flashes of inspiration from the sixth sense, which serve as direct messages from infinite intelligence, and act on them immediately. When visualizing, also see yourself rendering the service or providing the merchandise you will give in exchange for the money. The chief aim is the attainment of wealth, and this requires clear mental practices. First, go into a quiet place, preferably at night, close your eyes, and repeat aloud your written statement of the exact amount of money you intend to accumulate, the time limit for its accumulation, and the service or merchandise you will give in return. Visualize yourself already in possession of the money. Second, repeat this program night and morning until you can clearly see in your imagination the money you intend to accumulate. Third, place a written copy of your statement where you will see it every morning and night, read it before retiring and upon rising, and continue until it is memorized. This process of visualization, faith, repetition, and immediate action upon inspired plans will align your subconscious mind with your desire, turning it into reality. By carrying out these instructions, you are using the law of autosuggestion to give orders to your subconscious mind. Though the steps may seem abstract or impractical at first, follow them anyway. In time, a new world of power will open to you. Skepticism is natural, but if you persist, it will turn into belief, and then into absolute faith. At that point, you can truly say, I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul. We can control our destiny because we have the power to influence our subconscious mind and, through it, connect with infinite intelligence. The act of turning desire into money relies on autosuggestion as the main tool, while the other principles serve as supporting instruments. Keep practicing these instructions with the simple faith of a child, and you will strengthen your ability to apply them effectively. Think and Grow Rich is such an important book that it deserves to be understood deeply. That's why I'll be breaking it down in detail, part by part, just for you. Thanks for watching.